Who's selling fear to you? They're going to keep selling the fear because the world is the world. The world has been the world for thousands of years. And when you focus on the world, that's when you start to run into worldly problems. So I always tell people, like, let's start focusing on the things that are priceless, the spiritual gifts, the experiences with family and friends and loved ones, right? The things that introduce life, the things that expand upon life versus focusing on the ills of the world, focusing on the rumors of the world. That's what I see a lot of people are going to dig deeper into that. And that's an escape mechanism. Listen, I love a good conspiracy theory, but as I see clarity, I have to ask myself, is this a good use of my time or am I just escaping? Good morning to you, good day to you, good evening to you. Whatever time of day it is that you are watching this, I wish you the absolute best. My name is Freed. Welcome to The Art of Being Freed. This is a show that focuses on growth mindset for creators. Clarity is a big focus for me this year. I'm looking at ways that I could find and gain more time so that I could do the things that are going to lead to the life that I want to live. So I'm essentially designing my own life, designing the life that I want. In the process of designing the life that you want, it's important to seek clarity. And what the clarity is going to do for you is it's going to give you additional time. You won't be wasting time. So about 9 years ago, I went to this conference, this entrepreneurship conference, and it changed my life. I met some really cool people. And one of the top books they recommended at the conference was this book called Cashvertising. And it's supposed to be like the best book on sales copy. And it gets deep. I actually have 2 copies of this book. I haven't read the book the whole way through. Bringing it back to my point, when you talk about clarity, one of the biggest things you're going to see right now is that people are selling by fear. And I'm going to encourage you, if you have people that you follow that are selling by fear, what it does is it nicks at your confidence a little bit. So now you're second guessing things. And a lot of this information is coming off of the world, right? So now you're listening to people who are selling on fear, and they're basing that fear off of what's happening in the world. Bringing it back to cashvertising, the number one principle, right? And this is chapter 2, how to get inside their heads. The 17 foundational principles of consumer psychology. The number one principle is called the fear factor, selling the scare. So you talk about giving yourself some clarity, like really lean into choosing what you consume. So if you have a feed and you're like doing this mindless scrolling, you might come up on something that could trigger you, right? So start letting those folks go, because usually it's like they want to scare you into buying. In the book, they use Lysol as an example. Your home is a cesspool filled with hundreds of strains of evil bacteria waiting to infect your innocent child as he crawls along the kitchen floor, sticking plastic toy blocks into his mouth. Did you know that one single bacteria cell explodes into more than 8 million cells in less than 24 hours? And that invisible microbes of all kinds can cause everything from athlete's foot to diarrhea, the common cold to flu, meningitis, pneumonia, I don't even know how to say this, sinusitis, skin diseases, strep throat, tuberculosis, urinary tract infections, and a lot more. The solution? Lysol disinfectant spray. It quickly kills 99.9% of germs on commonly touched surfaces throughout the home. See, this is the thing, and this is how you know the book is old. It says, and it's only about $5 a can. I paid like $13 for some Lysol recently. The bottom line is that you want to control your input. What are you listening to? Who's selling fear to you? Because, you know, I look at it like the fear is they're going to keep selling the fear because the world is the world. The world has been the world for thousands of years, right? And when you focus on the world, that's when you start to run into worldly problems. So I always tell people, like, let's start focusing on the things that are priceless, the spiritual gifts, the experiences with family and friends and loved ones, right? The things that introduce life, the things that expand upon life versus focusing on the ills of the world, focusing on the rumors of the world. That's what I see a lot of people are going to dig deeper into that. And that's an escape mechanism. Listen, I love a good conspiracy theory, but as I see clarity, I have to ask myself, is this a good use of my time, or am I just escaping? You know, we talk about the weekend, and I see this quote. I've seen this quote all the time. When it comes to the weekend, use that time to build the life you want, not to escape from the life you have. And a lot of folks who are working, because a lot of people work. First of all, if you're working, you're blessed to be working right now. Okay. Don't get mad, because a lot of people, I know people who have been looking for a job for almost 2 years. If you have a job and you're looking to, move to the next step, this is where you really want to start managing your time. And I know for me, I'm tempted at times to go and watch, TV. I watch Griselda. I used to watch the Griselda Blanco documentaries back in the day. So when the show came out, I was like, I'm going to watch it. I had to discipline myself to not binge watch the whole thing. I had to earn. It's like, okay, I want to watch one episode of Griselda, but I need to take this course on how to create XYZ first, right? Now I've taken that course, which was grueling. Let me decompress by putting on Griselda. You know what I'm saying? So those are just different things that I'm thinking that I want to share with you as you seek clarity. People are selling fear to fear, and it's the number one principle in selling and consumer psychology is to sell on fear. So just, be aware. And some of these people are very good people and they're very knowledgeable. So, you don't necessarily have to cut them off. But I can tell you right now, sometimes these people are posting some very interesting things, and it's easy to go down these rabbit holes. And we're talking about clarity. We want to clear things up, as we dig into 2024. Leave a 5-star review wherever you hear this. The Art of Being Freed. We are back weekly, dropping every Friday, and we will have guests coming as well. Until next week, I will see you soon. Peace.